So I think before beginning with the lacquer and the vinyl, something really we have to think about is why Devialet has been created and why the three people, so the engineer called Pierre-Emmanuel Calmel, Quentin Sagnier, the visionaire behind all the idea and the brand of Devialet, and the designer called Emmanuel Nardin, decided to give birth to Devialet, is really this idea of the technology has to serve, you know, the motion and what moves you. And I think, and many people think that one of the best things that moves you is for sure music, you know. So first of all, we begin with the Des Premiers in 2010, which was really well received, you know, by the press and by the audiophile industry, thanks to its technology. We decided to go really further, you know. So now 2 years ago, we launched the Phantom, which is a total speaker. But above all, 2 years ago, we decided also to not only focus on the technology, but also on content, you know. So to give people the chance and the opportunity to listen to some new content, to some new music that has never been listened, or that only few people have the chance to listen. So 2 years ago, we decided to do a partnership with a label called Fundamenta, which is really an interesting label, Fundamenta, so with Devialet. And Fundamenta is really a curious label, you know. So contrary to the main big labels and the main majors we have nowadays with like Sony Music, Warner's, or Universal, Fundamenta is focusing above all on going and research all around the world on some tracks that has been recorded but lost through the history, you know. So it's really interesting, and 2 years ago they managed to go to the lower countries, so to Holland, where they managed to found one of the biggest concerts of Sarah Vaughan, who is called the Divine, you know, thanks to her voice and her presence and her charisma, you know, she has on the scene. And they managed, thanks to the technology, which is called the phonics mastering, to have the analogic printing. And through the technology we have with the experts, we managed to reproduce, you know, this analogic printing, to numerize them, and then to make them a master, you know, for having, you know, an accurate vinyl produced, which give you the immersive impression of being in this concert. So the first one we did with Fundamenta was Sarah Vaughan, and now 2 years after, we managed to have 7 of different artists printed through 7 different vinyls, and so different concerts. So what I suggest you is to have the music play instead of listening to me. I think it's really much convincing. And I would like to begin with yes, go ahead, yeah. I would like to begin first of all with the vinyl. We'll talk about the lacquer, which is the best support, the material support to listen to music. And we'll begin with Dave Brubeck quartet, and with the first song, 3 to Get Ready. So just to give you the context, we are in 1967, and Dave Brubeck quartet has been really famous in the United States, but never played in Europe. And they were a white band, except with the bassist Eugene Wright, who was black. But they were really not. It was difficult for them at that time, where there was a lot of racism in the United States, to have their place, you know, in the jazz music. And once they managed to do it, they came in Europe and they made like a big concert in Holland. So please, let's listen to. And the lacquer is really interesting, and why did we decide to do so? Before explaining you what it is, I think it's really important to understand the reason that is behind this. So you have to understand that before we press a vinyl, there is what we call a master. And the master could be assimilated to the grandmother, you know, of the vinyl. So it's made of a really soft material that will be really perfect to print all the accuracy of the music. I mean, in the bass frequency and also in the high frequencies. So emotion and all to speak about emotion, but also and above all the accuracy you will have in the music. But obviously you cannot have all the perfection of having such accuracy without losing something. And the fact is that you can listen to this music just only once in your lifetime, because since it's really soft, it gives you the possibility to have more accuracy, as I said, but it also gives unfortunately the possibility of when you read it to lose a lot of all the precision, of all the music that has been printed on this material. So when you will have it play just once, it will be the sound you will have when you will play a second time will totally be rubbish. I cannot find another word. So it's really like a bottle of wine, and it's really something you have to enjoy and share with the person you love, or you can also listen to it alone. But it's really something so really unique, and that you can listen only once. And so it's really something that's really moving and interesting. So Devialet decided with Fundamental to produce such a material because we wanted really to be able to deliver and to produce a unique experience for those who would like and have the idea, you know, to experience such a product. So it's really heavy for two main reasons. It's only because you have only one face, contrary to a vinyl, in which you have two faces. So since it's a double vinyl, you have four vinyls in it, and all the packaging has been done by the best handcrafters in France who used to work for Louis Vuitton, Hermes, and on some luxury products. So it is really something unique and something that has never been produced, done, or even imagined. You know. So the encounter we had with Fundamental was really interesting in that sense. They are a label that wants to push the limit of music really beyond of what the industry is doing nowadays. You know.
And your looks are laughable. Don't change a hair for me. No.